Say all those moments will be lost in time, like tears in rain.
While much of the world stands still, the 2020 World Series of Poker marches onward. Welcome back to the GGPoker studio in Seoul, South Korea. 7 more champions have been crowned since our last episode of Poker on Live, and we will be making one more here tonight. I am Artosis, joined once again by the fabulous World Series of Poker Tour champion himself, Calvin Lee. It's been a rainy week, but how have you been?
It has. I've been good. We're in the last phase of the monsoon season here in Seoul, Korea. Been just staying in and laying low.
Yeah?
Yep.
All right. You've been keeping up at all with what's been going on?
I haven't actually, so I'm excited to get to here.
All right, well, don't worry, we have you covered. Let's take a look at
do it.
this week's recap and see who has been doing well here at GGPoker. All right, you see at the $400 PLO tournament, we had Owen O'Day. Go ahead and take that one down. The $1,000 no limit hold'em, Alec Stasiak, the $800 double stack PLO, Frank Crivello. We had the 8,000 Hong Kong dollar no limit hold'em, which is about $1,000 buy-in right there. We had Louis Garla take that one down. The 1,500 GG Masters World Series of Poker Edition, 2.5 million guaranteed, won by Seth Fisher, and the 150 GG Masters WSOP Edition freeze out by Natalie Suvorov. Let's take a look at some of the more notable players that actually played in those events there. First up, we have Jared Solomon. This guy is number 2 on the all-time money list for South Africa, and he had a 5th place finish in the PLO event. No stranger to the World Series of Poker, almost took down a Bracelet in 2011 in PLO as well, getting 2nd place, and even snagged 73rd place at the main event last year. So doing well so far this week. We also have Jimmy Guerrero. I understand you know this guy?
Yeah, Jimmy Guerrero. I like his screen name, Kobe Bryant. Shout out to him. Rest in peace. I played a bunch with him in Macau in live cash. And I know that he dabbles in tournaments. He's a very creative player. He's definitely not afraid of to battle. So yeah, it's good to see him on this leaderboard. Yeah,
he's actually doing very well. He has 4 cashes in the GGPoker leg so far, as well as 2 final tables, an 8th and a 9th. Okay, but not too bad, right? So doing pretty well for himself. Next up, we have Alan Shine. You know this guy as well?
Yeah, Alan Shine. He's mostly a business man, but he's been playing poker for a long time. He's based in Florida, I believe. Okay. But yeah, it's good to see him on the GGPoker streets.
Yeah, he's kind of killing it too. He already has 6 cashes here at GGPoker, and even got 4th place in the No Limit Hold'em Hong Kong event. Then we also have Arseny Karnacki. It's a hard one to say. Yeah, Russian name right there, even though we see the British flag. He has 7 cashes so far in the 2020 World Series of Poker. And he got 2nd in the $1,500 No Limit Hold'em freeze out and won himself a cool $330,000 for that. So those are some of our more notable players making some deep runs in this past week here at the World Series at GGPoker. Let's take a closer look now at what we're actually going to be casting here today. So this is event number 58. It is a 6-handed championship of the $5,000 buy-in variety. It's kind of funny, you know, it's a 6-handed championship. That's actually what you have your bracelet in. Right. But we're only doing the final table today. That's something to mention.
Is 9-handed, I believe, right?
Yeah, so we're going to be starting 9-handed, so I'm not sure that, you know, your expertise is going to come in as well for that, unfortunately. But as you see, a gigantic prize pool right there. And since we are mixing it up and starting on the final table, what we're going to do is look at a few highlights that happened on the way there. All right, so this one is titled, "Luck is a Major Factor in Winning Tournaments." Would you agree with this?
I would totally agree with that statement.
Well, we're going to see who gets lucky right here. It looks like we have a pair of kings there in the big blind. Ace-10 pushing all in. Okay, 8's behind him on the button there.
We'll see an all in here too. So yeah, the ace-10 off, he only has 10 big blinds, which is a standard shove. Pocket 8s, another standard shove, and big blind just wakes up with the kings.
Well, the 8s have to be behind here, but
Oh.
there you go with the 8 queen ace flop.
I can't stress this more enough. You need to win these to win the tournaments. Your
Yeah.
kings need to hold, your 8s need to suck out, and we'll see what the river is. And it's another 8 for quad.
Quad 8s, okay.
Yeah, well.
All right,
Well
well,
done.
we'll see. I don't know if that guy is going to end up winning the tournament.
Good start. Good start. Yeah.
You win a hand like that, absolutely. All right, this next one called Small Blind Special. So let's take a look at that small blind over there. It looks like we have queens followed by ace 9 calling there. King 10 right behind.
Yeah, I could call a 3-bet here.
Thinking about it a
Fold,
bit.
fold.
And there's that, that 6-7 suited.
Such a pretty hand, isn't it? Makes sense to call. And, see a flop multi-way.
Oh, 6-10-6.
Wow.
That's the flop of dreams for that, isn't it? I always love these hands with the small blind, big blind type of situation. Here, of course, just the small blind up against queens and ace 9.
Yeah, even queens, he's liking this board too, you know?
Yeah.
Still got the overpair. Yeah.
Oh, that's a painful one right there. You got to think you have the best hand, right?
Of course, yeah. Trying to get a call.
And he just calls it. Oh my God, turns another 6. 4 of a kind here.
Yeah, our
And
friend
he checks it.
Glass Brand, he's gonna lose a little bit of chips here.
Do you like that check there?
Yeah, I think so. Because if Glass Brand has what he's representing, like big pairs, he's gonna bet the turn anyways, right?
Sure, sure.
Yeah. And no reason for him to, for Adam to raise here. Just call, make your hand look like 5s or something, maybe
Yeah.
10x, maybe you know, ace-side flush draw.
He thinks for a moment, and of course it doesn't even matter what comes on the river because he has the absolute nuts, right?
Yeah. And this is a bad river for Glass Brand because it's a clean river. It's not a king or an ace.
And then Adam just checked there with his
Yeah,
quad
he's
sixes.
still you know, setting the trap just in case Glass Brand is bluffing, which he is not in this case.
Yeah, bets out like half pot size right there with the queens. Has to think he's good, right?
Oh, of course, he's crying for a call here. And he's going to be met with a very, very bad news.
I love how long Adam is
The tank
thinking
down.
here. He's really,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
selling it, isn't he?
Make it look like he has a decision. Glass Brand is thinking call.
Yeah.
And,
He doesn't let his bank go down all the way, but then just pushes all in.
you know, this is such a sick spot. I know it's easy for us to say while looking at the whole cards, but it's like the queens are a pure bluff catcher here, meaning that, you know, he either wins against the bluffs or he doesn't. And yeah, he does call.
Oh. Well, we know Glass Brand doesn't win this tournament.
Yeah, tough spot.
I'll tell you, a couple quads, I'm loving it so
Yeah.
far. All right, let's see. This one is actually on the bubble, titled, Should Be More Careful During the Bubble. Okay, let's see how this goes. Under the gun here, La Fiera. This guy is about the same size as the stack right behind him, so a big stack at the table on the bubble, bets out under the gun with 2-5.
Tad aggressive.
All right.
Especially with a bigger covering stack. Sergey having position on him.
8's on the button here. He's gonna fold that around. I like how the best hand is gonna go ahead and throw that away immediately.
Direct bubble.
Jack 3-2. So he hits that bottom pair. Of course, this gives
Pretty
a
decent
a
flop
straight
for
draw.
the deuce 5 off though, isn't it?
Sure, right?
Pairing
Yeah.
up the 2. Yeah.
What's your opponent calling with behind you, I guess? Checks that out. Sergey here, a player we've watched a lot at the World Series of Poker. Gonna go ahead and bet out. Of course, he does have that straight draw if he hits the 5.
Yeah, I like the bet here.
Oh, I feel like I know what's gonna happen. You know? Should be more careful on the button.
Well, Fiera can either raise or call. Yeah, okay.
7. Brings another heart to the board. Doesn't really do too much to change these hands. Still looking for that 5 for Sergey to hit his hand.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, a couple checks into the 5.
Look at this. La Fiera makes the 2 pair, a very hidden 2 pair against Sergey straight. Right on the bubble too, so they have a lot of chips behind.
I think this is gonna be painful for La Fiera. Look at that, bets out pretty big.
And Sergio. Yep.
Well, I think it's well titled. Maybe you should be a little bit more careful on the bubble, right? We've seen this a lot where on the bubble the big stacks start betting out, but
right. It's you want to be pushing when you have a lot of chips, but you also don't want to cross that line, right? So yeah.
Well, the deuce 5 doesn't work that time from under the gun, unfortunately for Lafiera, but not out of it on the bubble at least. All right. Well, seeing those highlights of some of the players that have been in this tournament, I think we're about ready to look at who actually made the final table.
The final 9 of this 6-max tournament.
Yeah, and we see some pretty familiar names here. Let's go ahead and take a look at our chip leader at 30 big blinds. It's Mikita Badzikowski. This is someone that we have seen a lot in the past. The short deck poker king, of course. He got 2nd place in that short deck tournament that we are casting earlier on. Also, he's 13th overall in the world all time for money. I mean, he's won so much, man. He's won like $28 million.
Yeah, he needs no introduction. He's one of the best in the game.
Now we're gonna take a look at one of the big hands that got him here. Looks like he is on the button here with ace-jack suited. And let's see, I mean, we're gonna be looking at hands for each player that help them to get to this final table. So this should be a big one. It says 2 big hands on the flop. Which hand would you take? All right. Nikita, that ace-jack. Just limps in.
Oh, he decides to limp in. Yeah, I think it's okay. I mean, it's pretty good from time to time. There's a big ante, so on the button, you want to see more hands, maybe protect your hands a little bit with limping hands like ace-jack suited. Makes sense to me.
Well, look at this. A queen 10, queen flop for the queen 3 from the big blind. Which hand would you take, real quick?
I'm going to take the ace-jack of hearts.
All right. Well, I mean, the royal flush draw, you have to take it, right? Oh, my God.
Yeah, I think he's going to get there.
All right, a big re-raise right there. Check raise.
Oh, sizable raise, yeah.
Nikita, what you gonna do? Re-raises himself here.
Wow.
All right, the call. Ace on the turn. Look at check. Nikita now has that top pair, has that flush draw.
Yeah, no reason for Nikita to bet here. Yep.
And hits an ace there. All right, not an ace, but...
Well, he hits the ace and then the flush. Yeah,
he hits the, well, we would use that term ace in a non-poker situation. Be like, the ace up his sleeves. The flush here on the river for Mikita.
And I'm not sure about the queen 3 bet here. The flush gets there. I guess the queen, the kicker, it could be a chop, but it's... So now Mikita's thinking, does he want to raise or call?
What do you think is the right play with how this is
really
played out?
Depends on what Mikita thinks of his opponent. Yeah, and...
wow. Just pushes it all in.
Yeah.
Crazy about what you're going to do.
I guess it is also important to note that this was a limp pot, so... the hands like tens, ace, queen shouldn't be in big blind's range. So Mikita does go for the all-in.
Yeah, all right. Well, that was Mikita's hand. Our next player here, Preben Stokan. This guy is a Norwegian player that lives in London. His earnings are over $2.2 million, and he's no stranger to the World Series of Poker. Got 21st in last year's main event, winning over 300 grand for that. So let's take a look at one of Preben's hands. Jack 10 suited there, just pushing all in. Wow.
Title Domination Nation.
Yeah, well, I see the ace 10 suited here for Preben.
He will call this.
All right. Let's see here. 10 Jack of Hearts against 10 Ace of Spades.
Oh, flop's pretty good.
Yeah, the 8-9 there on the flop, giving the open-ended straight draw. Let's see what that last card is, though. And it just comes 10, and he doubles up. That was definitely an important hand for him.
Yeah, the kicker plays.
All right. Third place in chips right now, we have Ludovic Gaelic. also known as Gravy Boat. We saw him in one of those earlier hands as well. He's a Scottish player with $3 million in winnings. He has some big cashes in European events, but nothing quite as prestigious as a World Series of Poker win. Let's take a look at his hand. So there he is, 2 kings to save the day. A Gravy Boat we see in the small blind with those 2 kings. The cockroach calling that min raise there from Easter Dams, and Gravy Boat just pushes all in.
And we're gonna see a call from the cockroach.
Right? Otherwise, we probably wouldn't be showing
true.
the hand.
That's true. Yep.
All right, kings versus 4s. Has to feel good. 10, 9, 3. I think we all know what we're looking for here. 10 on the turn. Squeezing that ever so slowly. Deuce on the river, and the kings do hold up.
Yeah, when you're short stack and you've been playing kind of tight, and then you get rewarded with the kings or aces and it holds, it's a very good feeling, right?
Yeah, no doubt about that. All right, next up, we have Hunwei Lee. This is a Malaysian-born Australian player. Looks like he's playing from New Zealand. He's won $1.5 million, and you know what? He actually won a bracelet recently.
Oh, okay.
The $1,050 buy-in PLO bounty tournament on the 23rd here on GGPoker. So looking for his 2nd bracelet. So here we see under the gun, Preben gonna raise it up with the ace-king. Looks like folds around to his Jack-8. It's on the big blind.
Yeah, getting good odds. He's gonna defend here.
All right, 6, 5, 3 comes the flop. I guess there's some running draws here. Preben not really with much anything. Double check, 3 on the turn. Wei Lee thinking about it. Takes a stab at the pot.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I really like this bet.
No?
I would have preferred just a lead on the flop maybe, saying that the 6-5-3 hits the big blind's range a little bit harder. But once the 3 comes,
4 on the river. I mean, it
gives
looks
him
like there's a straight in there.
yeah, it looks like more of a scare card, right? Yeah, for your tournament life though, Preben is probably thinking this seems a little fishy maybe, but he is under, if he calls, he's risking his tournament life, so very aggressive play for sure.
Wow.
And, it pays out for him.
Well, I ask you the question then, a genius bluff or a crazy bluff?
I think it could be both. I think that was the case of a genius and a crazy bluff, yeah.
Well, the line between them is thin, as they say. Our next player is Ermo Velvelt, and his ID is Peter Pan. He's from Estonia, and he's a relative newcomer. He only has about 50,000 won in big events, and he has only a single cash so far in this year's World Series of Poker, so not a whole lot of information on him.
Could
Let's
be
take a
his
look.
coming out party.
Yeah, maybe. All right, there he is, Peter Pan in the big blind right now. We have under the gun, Victor raises it up with the Queen 10 suited. Folding around to Sergey, he folds as well. Peter Pan with his King Jack, calls it. 3, deuce, 8 board. Check from Irma. Victor bets out. Just the call and hits the jack on the turn here.
Oh.
Does give the inside straight draw to Victor as well.
Very sneaky jack too. Victor shouldn't be thinking the jack helps Peter Pan much. But he does have the King Jack.
Yeah, Victor bets out. Peter Pan thinking a bit.
Yeah, no reason to do anything but call here. If your opponent is bluffing, you want him to keep bluffing.
And a 4 of hearts there on the river. Does make a possible flush on the board. Check from Peter Pan again. Wow, Victor just pushes all in for about the size of the pot.
Yeah, Peter Pan, yeah, he's got a call here. He's got the jack, the jack of hearts as well, blocks the flush. And there's a lot of draws that miss, a lot of straight draws, like 10 queen of clubs like Victor has. Yeah, that's a very good call.
All right, well done there. Next up, we have Shingus. Satubev. His ID is somebody else, and this is actually his 12th cash in the GGPoker.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
in this portion of the World Series of Poker, it's his 12th cash. He has 2 third places and a 10th place, and he's still looking to bring home Kazakhstan's first World Series of Poker bracelet. The country doesn't have any yet. So let's see if he can do it this time. Somebody else up there under the gun does a min raise here with a pair of 5s. Folds around to that big blind with Queen 4. Flop comes 3, Queen 5. It's a top pair there for the South African player. Somebody else. Shingus here. Oh, the turn brings the queen.
Throws a very sneaky check on the flop, which I'm not sure if I like.
No?
Yeah, it's a little bit too fancy, I think.
Well, a check there from CF, and then a raise from somebody else. A check raise comes out from CF.
Yeah, no reason to think the queen is not the best hand here once it goes check the flop. And he's going to be met with the bad news when somebody raises.
Yeah. And got out about half pot size. We raise all in there. Insta call from CF. Ouch. Well, the mysterious check, I guess, paid off.
Yeah.
All right, next up, Chris Moorman. I think most people know who this guy is. He is from Great Britain, and he's won well over $15 million in online tournaments. He's one of the winningest online players of all time. He's won a World Series of Poker event in a 6-handed in 2017. He's won a World Poker Tour event. The guy is just a poker winning machine. Let's take a look at what hand helped him get here. Aces. Well, sometimes poker is so easy. I like what it says in the bottom right here. Re-raises against that King 5 suited. Oh, and behind him a pair of queens. Look at that in the small blind. Big re-raise. Sergey folds. Peter Pan here. Folds the King 5.
I like what I see here.
And an all-in from Chris. The call with the queens. Well, that's brutal.
And you know, I think Chris played his aces very well. I think I could have. I think I could have played the same way. What do you think? What do you think?
Getting them all in pre-flop. No, yeah,
I mean,
do,
you know,
I agree. I can see.
I look at aces. I re-raise. There's a re-raise. I look at my hand again. I have aces. I'm all in.
Yeah.
Call and aces hold.
And it's nice because it's online, so you don't even have to peel the cards up to look at them.
Yeah, you're just you know jumping up, celebrating, you know, doing some fist pumps, and then double up right there.
Absolutely. Well, next at the table, Alan Shine. We already were talking about him because he's had some deep runs this week already, also known as the Cockroach. Of course, a businessman, like you said, his 7th cash this year. Let's take a look at some hands that helped him get here. Peel that river card nice and slowly. All right. Under the gun, he has a Jack Queen. Fold behind. So for the gravy boat with the 7s. Just calls.
Yeah, gravy boat. He doesn't want to get limp re-raised by the cockroach, I assume. So he does just call.
Amsterdam's here, gonna raise it up on the big blind with ace-10 suited. Just a call from the cockroach.
Loose call, I think, from the cockroach.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Let's see how it plays out for him.
Well, the 7's call here as well. Flop comes 8, 6, 10. So top pair for Easterdams.
Top with the backdoor flush draw.
Yeah, we have a few straight draws on the board.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I like this bet. Just betting out into 2 players on a 10-8-6 board, but now he can't. I guess he's got to go with it.
Well, the cockroach, yeah, re-shoves it all in there.
It's in pretty good shape.
All right, 5 on the turn. Plenty of outs here.
Oh, look at this sweat. First tournament life too. Oh, it's a queen.
All right, absolutely hits, and the cockroach, true to his name, not gonna die here.
I could just feel the cockroach's adrenaline pumping, you know what I mean? Yeah. Just like when the river comes.
And And last but not least, well actually last and least in many, many ways, Ravid Garbi, known as Jerby9999 from Israel. This guy is the shortest stack at the table, and he's actually got the least winnings out of everyone at the table. He's only won about $30,000, and he's cashed in a few World Series of Poker events over the years, 2016, 2018, he had a couple cashes in there, but just nothing too big from him yet. We see Jerby there on the button. See how it comes around to him. He's got that King 10 suited. We're just gonna limp in, fold from Shingus. Gravy boat over here in the big blind. With Queen 6 suited. And the flop comes 2-10 Jack. Give it a mid pair. Some running draws for Gravy Boat. Check, check. Ooh, the king on the turn, giving Jerby 2 pair. Gravy Boat checks with his straight draw.
Jerby turns the top and middle, the King 10.
Bets out about half pot size. Re-raise here from Gravy Boat.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this raise. It's a tad aggressive. When Jerby limps the button and checks this flop and bets the turn, I think it's a pretty Broadway heavy kind of cards where the check raise is gonna get expensive. Yeah.
Pushes all in. Gravy Boat just gonna fold it.
Yeah.
So want to call off with that straight draw.
Yeah.
Obviously very late in the tournament as well. All right. And those are our final table players. Taking a look at those players, like, do you have a favorite? Do you have someone that you're really looking at?
I mean, the easy answer would be Makita and Chris Moorman.
Yeah.
Makita is the chip leader, but he only has 30 big blinds. There are a lot of 10 to 5 big blind stacks, so it's really anyone's game here. If one of them doubles up, they're right in the game. So yeah, I'm excited to see what happens.
Yeah, I think so. Like Makita never going to be a bad bet with the amount of money he's won.
Right. But it's it's a very shallow structure, so really anything can happen here.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get into that final table and see what actually does end up happening here. Okay. Of course, the rules just coming on right there. Taking a look, we have Makita down at the center there. The chip leader right now, but not by that much, like you were saying. All right, folds all around. Let's do it. Small blind, big blind.
Yeah, looking at these stack sizes, I don't think we're gonna see much post-flop play, at least to start off. There's just gonna be a lot of opens, shoves, folds, a lot of just open shoving.
Okay. Makita here, under the gun, with the 6s, gonna min raise it. Folds around to Ludovic. 6-2 suited in the big blind. I'm just gonna fold. Yeah, pretty much what you're saying.
Yeah.
Fours get thrown away. King Jack here for Hunwei Lee. Thinking about it a bit. Of course, they do have those kind of like a shot clock things going on.
Called the chess bank, the chess clock.
The chess clock.
Yeah.
Ace 9 suited here for Irmo, and just pushes all in.
Yep. Makita has an easy call here.
Ooh. Yeah, call he does. Ace 9 versus Ace Queen. Ace King 9 on the flop. Jack on the turn.
Bringing some extra outs, but
4 on the river. Oh my God. Irmo, the madman, the genius. Oh, Makita no longer the chip leader here. I can definitely see what you were talking about. Where as soon as one of those moves happens, the whole landscape of the table changes. Hunwei Lee under the gun with Ace Queen suited, just going to shove all in.
Yeah, we'll see if his Ace Queen does better than Makita's Ace Queen. But it looks like it should just go fold around.
Yeah, and it does. Pick up those blinds.
But yeah, that's a big win. If you take down the small blind, big blind, and the big blind ante there, huge win.
Remo here with that lucky ace-9. Gonna throw it away this time. Goes over to Shingus with 5s.
He's got about 10 big blinds, but he's got a 6 blind stack and a 5 blind stack right behind him. So he's deciding if he wants to go all in with these 5s or not.
Would you be going all in at that size?
You know, it really depends on my mood, I think.
That's
I'm
a great
feeling
answer.
it. Yeah, right? Shingus decides to fold.
Yeah, he wasn't feeling it.
Yeah. I think it's a fold though, yeah.
Okay. Preben here just pushes all in the small blind with ace-10, gets folded to him.
Easy all in, easy fold.
You know, when you're explaining the hands to me in situations like this, I'm like, wow, this is easy. I just need to get to a final table. I know exactly how to do it. Folds all around so far.
It's also easy when you just see everyone's hole cards too, right?
Yeah, that's for sure, yeah.
Yeah, I'd be winning every tournament if I saw everyone's hole cards.
Yeah, no doubt there. Hanwei Lee with ace-king here in the small blind. Gonna raise it up. Unfortunately, no one's gonna play with him here. Some garbage holdings here early on.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that whoever wins this tournament is likely to be the one who's run hottest at this final table. Just looking at these stack distributions, it's just about winning all-ins. There's really not
that much play involved.
Yeah, at least for now. When it's 9-handed, maybe once it gets wiggled down to 5 or 4-handed, could be a little deeper. But right now, it's
Well, looking here, your two favorites are maybe going to battle here. Makita did do the min raise. Then we have Christopher Moorman re-raising all in with ace-king. Oh my God.
Yeah.
5-5 jack on the flop. Really looking for 10. 7 on the turn. What is that, river? And it's a deuce.
Yeah, tough start for Makita. He started out as the chip leader. He lost his ace-queen to his opponent's ace-9. Now he runs to the ace-king when he has the ace-10 clubs. And just like that, he's one of the shortest stacks now.
Yeah, and Chris Moorman going to be feeling pretty good about that. He was pretty short before. About even with Makita now. Makita really can't double anyone else up. Here we have Alan Shine under the gun with 8s, just shoves it all in.
Yep. He's only got about 4.5 big blinds, yeah.
I've been thinking about it with ace-9.
No, I think this is an easy fold.
It's interesting when they take some time on these hands. It goes around. Oh, a small blind. Irmo has the jacks.
He's trying to look as weak as possible to maybe get Robin to call as well, overcall, but it doesn't work.
Robin was not feeling that one. So jacks versus 8s. The flop comes 5-2-8. 4 on the turn. Only a jack can save him. Ooh.
Oh, it's a paint.
It looks like
it's
a queen to me.
Yep.
All right, well.
The miracle late on the flop.
Alan Shine, gonna stay alive with that one. Did you like his under the gun push all in though?
Yeah, I think so. Only 5 big blinds, pocket 8s. Yeah.
Okay. All right, some folds around. Chris Moorman here with the 10s.
Let's see if he opens or raises all in. He does select to go all in.
Just pushing in there. Folds all around to him. All right. It's kind of funny to watch this. It's like everyone's just kind of waiting for a couple people to die.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's get that prize pool up a little bit.
All eyes are on Robin, who only has less than 3 big blinds.
Really? Only 20 VPIP and running cold here. It's Queen 9 on the button. I was thinking, is this where I shove it?
We should mention 9th place is $45,000. And first place is about $300,000, I believe.
My God, a big difference there.
Yeah.
Ravid does shove all in on the button with the queen 9. Sunshine folds. Shingus thinking about it with 5-7, but I don't think really thinking about it. Or maybe he is.
No, I don't think so, yeah.
No. They're using up quite a bit of time.
Oh, right. Oh, let me see this. Oh, it's only 3 big blinds or less. Oh, this is actually a tough spot. But yeah, I think he lays it down.
All right, Ravid lives to fight again another day. Some folds early on here. Jack 5 for Irmo. Ace 9 here in the cutoff for Ravid once again. Just gotta keep winning those pots, man. That is a tiny stack. Shoves it. But gonna fold on the big blind as well. A couple hands in a row there for Ravid, keeping him alive.
Yeah, gets it through. Building up some ammos for his chips.
A lot of folds. Ace 10 for Ravid. Just gonna keep going, all right.
Yeah.
It's nice when you get them right in a row, right? 9-10 for Makita has to fold as well. Building his stack. Look at that, over $1 million now.
Yeah, just like that. Just winning a few uncontested pots, and he's back over $1 million. Still only 10 big blinds, but
yeah. Ludovic, queen 4 on the button, throws that away. Makita in the small blind with ace 10 suited. What's the decision here for him? Just a push all in? Probably gonna fold?
He was shoving into the chip leader, so maybe he was considering doing something else.
Trying to get him
something
to put
maybe,
more
but
chips in.
yeah, but
Oh, Christopher Moorman here. Wakes up under the gun with ace king.
he's been getting a lot of cards too to start this final table.
Irmo right behind him though with ace jack suited.
This is a tough spot. Yeah, I think it's a fold.
Folds around. Yeah, I'm just gonna win that as easy as that.
So these guys have been playing 6-handed all day.
Yeah.
This is the first time playing nine-handed this whole tournament, so it might take a little bit of adjustment for these guys. We'll see.
You know, while we watch everyone shove all in and fold, I wonder if you could just kind of tell us how you play differently with a 6-handed event, because that is what your bracelet's in, so you know this pretty well.
Sure. So yeah, 6-handed, obviously you're opening up more hands, you're playing more pots. But there's a misconception that when you think of like 6-handed or heads up, it's like, oh, it's gonna be super aggressive. Everyone's 3-bet, 4-bet all in. But that's not the case at all. Especially with the ante in play, you know, there's gonna be a lot of calls from the small blind, keep the pot smaller. Of course, it'll be a little more aggressive than a 4-ring game, but it's still a grind of a game, yeah. But yeah, you are playing more hands because you are, you know, opening more from earlier positions.
Sure.
Yeah.
But then you get to that final table and it's 9-handed, right?
Right.
When this happened to you, did you find it hard to adjust over?
No, because I guess like by that I do have some experience. You know, I've been playing for a while, but yeah, just when you're there, you're so close to the top, right? You got your eye on the bracelet, the first place prize. So yeah.
We see some of these small stacks have been winning up their chips a little bit. Alan Shine, the King Jack suit, gonna take down that one. Ludovic, Ace Queen. This is the min raise. Irmo here on the button with 5-6 suited. No, folding around. Now I'm gonna throw away King 8. It almost feels like you're really waiting for someone to get unlucky right now. If you're one of these kind of middle stacks, right?
Yeah, it feels like people are just waiting for someone to fall and like cascade down, get some people off, and then start playing. But
eventually it's going to be jacks versus kings, right? And someone's going to be eliminated.
With the classic ace king against queens, win the flip, right?
Swarming going to pick that one up with jacks. You see the payout structure in the bottom right of your screen right now.
Yeah, $45,000 to $531,000 in a $5,000 buy-in tournament.
Oh, look at this, Irmo, ace 8 pushes all in. Big blind with ace queen. Is there a world in which he folds this?
I don't think so. He does cover him. I think he's just kind of thinking it over. It would be a big pot, so I'd be very surprised if he folds this. Yeah.
All right, does call it. Ace 8 against ace queen. Not looking too good for Irmo. King 5 deuce. 8 on the turn. Oh, Irmo. This is not the first time a hand has looked exactly like this. Jack on the river.
Wow.
And he is going to double up.
Wow.
And this makes Ludovic, our small stack at the table, just slightly below Shingus now.
I guess he did have a bad feeling about the hand, huh?
Yeah.
That's why he tanked for a long time. Man, what a turn for him. What a turn for Irmo.
Man, he took down with ace 9. He took down, which was it earlier? It was like ace queen again?
Yeah.
He's just slaying those ace queens. All right, Shingus on the button with king 7.
He is the short stack.
Yeah.
About 7 big blinds, it looks like. We'll see what he does.
Are we going to get a call? Ludovic here with ace 5 in the small blind. Behind him, Nikita with king queen in the big blind. Both of them running cold right now.
Yeah, if Ludovic folds, it's an easy call for Nikita. Yeah.
He does in fact fold. Well, Shingus, you are in trouble, my friend. Looking for 7s. 3-9 jack on the flop just one time. Oh, the turn brings a 7.
Wow, what a timing, huh?
I just can't even. There is a straight draw here. There are kings and queens.
And
6 on the river, running hot, says Shingus.
And Nikita just can't get off to a worse start than this. He's just losing all these all-ins.
This is reminding me of his last final table.
Yeah.
Where it's like, it feels like Nikita is playing well.
Right.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's must be very frustrating for him.
Ravid here with the queens, pushes all in. Doesn't look like anyone really has a hand behind him, all folds. Just so funny watching all these suckouts at the final table right now.
Yeah.
And Nikita is actually the short stack. He came in the big stack too.
That's also the beauty of the game, though, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Every time I get, if I see a hand go down and I'm not in the hand, I always find myself rooting for the suck out, the underdog.
Yeah.
You know, it's like aces against kings. I'm always thinking like, come on, king.
It's cathartic as well, right? Like,
yeah.
Watching people just get sucked out. Goes around to Shingus here, running hot with his VPIP of 14. has 10 queen of diamonds.
He's got a lot of shove stacks behind, so he's got to be careful. He decides to open.
Do you like the min raise with all the shove stacks behind?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's okay, yeah.
All right. Well, it's up at 2 million chips now. Someone in the chat asking where Shingus is from. He's from Kazakhstan. There's a lot of folds around prepping right now with 9-10 suited. bluff there, does raise it up. Right behind him, Hunwei Lee with Queen Jack suited.
Yeah, we'll see if he flats or re-raises.
Now someone in the chat asking where Lee is from. He is Malaysian born, but from Australia. All right, re-raises all in here with the Queen Jack. Folds around, Preben. What do you do here?
Yeah, it should be an easy fold.
Fold he does.
10-9 of spades, kind of hand that does a little better, deeper stack play. Not really these shorter stack play, I think.
Shingus folding his fives there. Bunch of garbage hands right behind him. Hunwei Lee, ace-9. Just pushes all in with 2 million chips on the cutoff. Then everyone folds.
He's back up to 2 million.
It's actually, it feels surprising that no one's out yet.
Yeah, yeah.
With how short some of these stacks have been as well. I'm not feeling too hot about Makita right now.
Yeah, all the beats that have been taken were by Makita. He's been taking all the beats, and he was the chip leader, so I guess it kind of makes sense.
Yeah. Hey, he's getting his chips in good.
Yeah, but he can quickly turn it around too. If he doubles up here and there, he's right. You know, he's over the chip leader.
Preben here with King Queen. Raises it up. Irmo with fives. Going into the tank a little bit. Folds it.
Yeah, I like the fold, I think. Maybe peel on the button.
He's waiting for his ace-X, I think, to shove it in, and he's going to take this one down. All right, has King-6 now. Folds around to the small blind. Shingus just shoves it all in with Queen-3. Goes in against Ace-Jack. Not looking too good for Shingus. 5-9-5. Oh, he already used this just one time, so I don't know what he's doing there. He is lying. Turn a 7, and what is this on the river? It's a king, and that means Shingus gonna lose a big chunk of his stack right there. Ludovic.
Much needed double up.
Yeah. But this just means Makita's stack continues to dwindle. 7's here for Chris. Raises it up.
Yeah, as the clear short stack, I think Makita calls this and sees a flop.
Really? Okay.
I think so, and then just goes with it if he flops any equity, maybe. There's just too much in there, but we'll see what he decides to do.
Yeah, it does call. Oh, flops the flush. And there is a flush draw here for Christopher.
Yeah, I was gonna say if he flops any equity, he could just donk jam all in, but not when he flops the flush. Then you want to slow play a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
just pushes all in, of course, an instant call there. And yeah, you need runners here. 6 on the turn, that's not going to do it for him. Makita gonna double up.
Good to see Makita finally getting lucky.
Yeah, he finally wins a hand there.
Yeah, yeah. Much needed.
Still pretty darn low. He's actually only not the low stack anymore, but the second lowest stack.
Yeah. But he's still not far away, like I was saying. If he doubles up again, he's the chip leader.
It's wild how that works.
Yeah. It's a very compressed final table.
All right, Makita gonna push all in here from the small blind. Queen 10, Preben folds. Go in that stack once again. Ooh, Irmo, face king. Raises it. Shine with ace-5.
War of Helen says wrong guy to give chips to when Makita doubles up. I would agree with that. I think the rest of the table were thinking that.
Yeah, probably. Here he is on the button. 7's gonna throw that away. Hunwei Lee with 2s in the big blind.
I think he can call or all in, but just with with too many short stacks behind, I think call is just good.
King 7. So flopping top pair here for Irmo.
Very good flop for his range and his actual hand.
Dude, Irmo is a god. I mean, this guy's the chip leader. He's won every hand he's been in. He's got those flames.
Yeah.
Just gonna bet out and take that one down.
Off to a great start, Irmo.
Irmo now with King Jack suited under the gun. We're gonna raise it up again.
Sure, why not? Open it up.
Folds all around. Wow, he's good.
Takes down the blinds and the antes.
He's getting quite a bit deeper than everyone else at this point.
Yeah, really pulling himself apart from the field.
A lot of folds here. Key to getting garbage. Sir Moorman with the ace king in the small blind. Pushes all in. 6-8. Can he do it one time?
I don't think so. He's got the chips, but you want to preserve these, right? Yeah.
Thinks about it for a moment there.
Yeah, and it wasn't like it was like a 3 big blind shove. It was close to 7, so.
Look at that payout again. Whoever goes out first only wins $45,000.
It's gonna feel like a loss, though. It's funny how a tournament works like that.
Yeah,
you know? It's,
yeah, I guess so.
Even if you get second, you know, it's like maybe you'll be glad. You're obviously ecstatic, right? It's a lot of money, but you know, I guarantee you, he's gonna be thinking like, "Oh man, I was so close to winning."
A bracelet in like 200K more.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Looks like we have an all-in here. Ace-4 against Ace-8. 2 clubs on the flop. 9 on the turn here. It's going to be a 4 club. We'll keep Ravid in it.
There are some chop outs too. Oh no, it's a club though.
Ouch. 3 of clubs, and he is going to double up. Look at his VPIP, man. 8. He is just playing so tightly here. He's been the small stack for most of this, but doubling up off Irmo.
And look at him, he spun it up to 1.8 million.
Not bad.
But blinds are still increasing, so he still has, no, actually he has a little more than 10 big blinds now, so. But man, looking, everyone's just so shallow. This is just,
It's
whoever
crazy.
gets lucky, you know, it's
Some sort of, I feel like there's a knife fight metaphor I could make right now, but it's not coming to me. We're just gonna push all in with ace-jack suited, everyone folds around. It's like one of those bad movies where the guy's trying to rob a store with something under his jacket. And you don't know if it's a Snicker bar or a gun. Like one of those scenarios right now.
I can't believe no one has busted yet.
I know, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
We've been looking at this final table for like 25 minutes, and we've had people so short stacked, and we've had so many short stacks all in with the worst hand.
Right.
It doesn't matter because the turn is where it's at right now for these short stacks. Ace Queen for Chris, gonna push all in.
And this is gonna be a tough spot for Ludovic with the ace, about 10 big blinds, but I think he can find a fold, yeah. ICM factors.
A lot of folds going around. Allen in the cutoff with Jack 9, gonna raise that one up.
Mr. Shine opens it up.
King Jack in the small blind here. He actually folds it.
Well.
Allen has not been playing many hands, as you can tell.
Gets the respect there.
Folding around right now. Ravid with 4-5. He's played so few hands as well.
It's been working.
It has?
Yeah, it has.
Well, he came in as a short stack, and he's gotten really dangerously low several times. But he's winning hands when he needs to.
Yeah.
He's actually thinking quite a long time.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing here. 4-5.
And folds it. Maybe he was getting a drink. All right, small blind Makita with king 10.
This will be an all-in, I assume. Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna fold that.
Takes it down.
Ooh, aces under the gun.
Chris Moorman is picking up a lot of hands this final table.
He's gonna show us how it's done. Puts in that raise. A non-all-in shove. I've waited for this. Love it. 5-10. Actually going into his think tank. And fold though. Ludovic with sixes. Oh, everyone folds around.
Yeah. Nobody wants to bust.
No. Everyone knows it's got to happen eventually, right? Shingus has ace-queen here. No one's acted yet.
He could raise or all in. See what he decides to do.
Well, all in. That is the style of this table so far. Shoves it and it folds around to the big blind here. Chris gonna fold as well. All right, Shingus picking up another pot, and it looks like the players are on break, which means we are gonna go on break as well. We'll be back shortly with more of the final table.
Hello, my babies, and welcome once again to the GGPoker Show. I am Uncle Daddy, Joe Stapleton. He is your stepdad who's never really done anything wrong, but you kind of get a weird vibe off of him anyway. He's Matt Broughton.
Hello, everyone. Good evening, good morning, and welcome. So this is the game that we're going to switch over to, which is the 210 Deep Stack Bounty Hunter.
Even though this here is your prize pool, you could win potentially a lot more than that, depending on how many folks you knock out.
Nice, thanks.
Lionheart all in, but ahead against Otterpop. It was a good hand, though. To be fair, it was a very good hand. Oh no, a Jack Sackman called for it. Ace Queen.
That's rude.
Fucked.
Ace Queen looking good right now to double.
Some opportunities possible.
Oh! Ugly, man. You gotta feel bad when you're Ace Queen. Look at this guy. He's throwing his King Queen proudly, right? He's like, look at me. Look at me. I pulled the King Queen. So that's a tough spot against the cutoff, right? With the stack sizes you got. King Queen, I think that's probably too good of a hand to just fold in that spot.
Yeah, but I don't have a yard.
You don't have a roof? Like, I don't know.
The roof is full of the homeless where I live.
2-8 picking up outs. We need 7 or Queen on the river to bust him. Or a bounty. Queen or 7, and it's a queen. This game is freaking brutal sometimes. It's like maddens me. I see this beat for this guy, and I feel bad in the 1K, right? So now he's in the 1K. That's giving away 10 seats to the 20K.
Oh boy. Hold on a second. Brian Ong is about to get Brian wronged.
Oh yeah. That was
a bad way.
Oh, huh? Yeah, that's unlucky.
Flops a king.
The sweat. He always sweat, baby. Come on, be pink. One time. Let's see the pain. Come on, let's see the pain with the all-in.
Colonel Mutard can't believe it. OMG. No king. Adios, Brian Ong. That $684 head prize.
So the 7's jammed, and then the 8's jammed, and then King 10 suited is going to get out the way.
Gotta get out the way. Oh my goodness, does not get out the way. Has overcards.
He's in great shape, actually, with King 10 suited.
And less good shape. Now it's a 7 on the turn. Yikes.
Gotta be a heart for King 10 of hearts.
Or an 8 for the Brazilian player. 1-8 left. That'll help. No.
I'm so good. He says, I'm so good. Look at me. I got in with way the worst hand. I made 3 7s. Hand against 8 9. Well, let's see the whole cards here. Oh, we had 2 pair on the turn. Sucked out. But now look at this. It's a really thin value bet for 10. Can't beat a 6 or a jack. He's getting check raised by the blockers. Wow, and he got called. Man.
Makes the call. My goodness. Just completely snaps off the 2-pair bluff shove.
That was sick, bro. Real sick.
Board poker is the first person to write peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That was the exact answer. EFJ all in. We are flipping like peanut butter versus jelly. Looks like it's going to be Cinco de Drinko for a deal. Does not get obliged. Eliminated by Jack Wu. We've got queens and fours. First time we've seen pocket pair versus pocket pair. It's all going in. The fours are the player at risk. Jack Wu could be finishing in second place unless he gets real lucky. Gonna need to catch a 4. Now he's gonna need a 3 or a 4. Oh! On the river, that is gonna do it. Jack Wu finally succumbs in second place after having the chip lead, then not having the chip lead, then having the chip lead, then not having the chip lead, then having the chip lead, then not having the chip lead, but finally not having the chip lead, then having the chip lead. I think there's more to it than that, but I'm gonna have to stop because this stream is now almost officially over. Jack Wu finishing in second place with a grand total of $42,022. Never gamble. The winner of...
All right, we are back. The players are back, and our biggest stack only has like 21 big blinds according to that chart we just saw. So
yeah,
it has been wild so far. I can't believe we went through like 30 minutes of just shoves, and I mean,
well, we did see some suckouts.
Yeah,
re-suckouts. Yeah, so. But it's not going to be like this forever.
No.
Yeah.
Eventually there has to be a winner, right? Because eventually the blinds will just get so big that
people will drop out, I'll guarantee that.
Yes. Well, Ludovic right now thinking about it with ace-9, gonna go ahead and bet out about half his stack. What's with that number that he's bet out there?
Yeah, so it's a kind of a strategy where he bets half his stack, so he's basically committed all in against one player. But let's say if it just goes shove, reshove, reshove, then, you know, with the ICM factors, then he can comfortably fold the ace-9.
That makes perfect sense, yeah.
So against one player, he's committing himself. But just in case there's a lot of action behind him, he can fold and get that pay jump.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like it. All right, Alan raises up under the gun with queen 10. And then going over to Nikita, he has aces.
Loose open by Alan, I want to say. Yeah, full-handed, 9-handed game with a lot of shorties behind.
Well, the re-raise here from Makita.
Yeah, Makita's thinking the same thing here, well, making it look like at least when he doesn't have aces. He's 3-betting to a size where he's committing against the original opener. But just in case there's an all-in behind, and let's say he had like king-queen off or something, then he can comfortably fold, yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant, because then it kind of lures your one-on-one opponent,
Sure,
right?
sure, yeah.
Oh my gosh. There's just so much strategy in all of
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
crazy.
It's insane how much poker has developed, No Limit especially, in the last 10 years, in the last 5 years.
Wow. No, that's an awesome, brilliant play. I'm glad to have you here. All right, Christopher Mormon with the aces this time in the cutoff. No one's bet out yet. Does the min raise.
Unfortunately for Chris, it looks like he'll just take down the blinds, which is still a victory, you know?
Yeah, it's still something.
Yeah. You know, funny story with aces. So a lot of these recreational players I play with in live cash high stakes, they always say they hate aces because they either win a small pot, or they lose a ginormous pot. You know what I mean? So it's like if you're playing like deep stack cash game and you have aces against a couple pros in there, pros gonna have like the straights and the sets, but the recreational player, they just can't fold the aces. You know, it's like they always say, I hate aces. I win a small pot or I lose a gigantic pot.
You know, I can really kind of relate, right? As a not so good poker player. The aces, it's like when you win the small pot, it almost feels like you're wasting your aces. It's like everyone only gets a preordained amount of aces, and you're like, this is not where I was supposed to get this. All right, taking a look at this, Previn with the 8s. Early position here still. The gun +1. Raises up.
Previn's been very patient here, picking the spots. But of course, pocket 8s, he's gonna raise it up.
We have King Jack suited for Irmo. Irmo right now still the big stack, pushes all in. Ludovic with Ace Jack folds on the big blind. Previn folds as well.
Tight, but perhaps a good fold. He's gonna be up against, he's gonna be racing or he's gonna be dominated, I guess. But yeah, it's a tight fold for sure, but understandable fold.
Irmo with the Ace Queen. Irmo can't do anything wrong, man. That's the one thing I've learned watching this table. Pushes all in. Everyone got to fold to him.
He's got the worst hand, you know, just turn it or suck out. If he's got the best hand, he holds.
Going around 7-10 here for Irmo. Right behind him, Ravid. He's been waiting. He's been patient once again and has the jacks, pushes all in. Folds behind, Ace-3 on the button, folds as well. Nikita with 5 deuce. Big blind Previn, Ace-8.
Close spot, but I think it's still a fold given ICM factors. We'll see what Previn thinks. Just a huge chunk of his chips to call off.
And I mean, Ravid as well. It's one of the cool things, seeing the VPIP on GGPoker just displayed there for you. It's like that guy does not play many hands.
Yeah.
All right, Irmo gonna push all in with Ace-8 suited. Ace-8 has been his hand. Ace-8 and Ace-9 all day.
Yeah. Suited and unsuited, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. He's not all about flushes. He's about hitting on the turn.
He's about the double flushes with the unsuited cards. 2 ways to make a flush, right? Yeah.
I never thought of it like that. Oh
suited,
my God.
Double suited, right? Yeah.
See, what I've learned here casting with you, it's immense. Like, maybe you wouldn't consider
a lot of these
that in
little
short
tips,
deck,
right?
but here, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, here we have Alan Shine. He has a pair of 9s.
Should open here. Oh, okay, he calls.
Calls it there. Shingo's right by him with Queen Jack. Gonna fold around a bit. He with the 6-4. Folds. Irmo in the big blind has that 8 Jack.
Easy decision for him. Just check it back, see a flop.
Oh, flop comes Jack 10-4. Irmo hits stop pair.
Not the flop Alan was looking for. No reason to bet. Oh wow, he goes all in.
Not the flop he was looking for, yet there are his chips all pushed to the center.
This is a very surprising play, to say the least.
Yeah. Well,
he's been so quiet this day. I don't know why he's yeah, wow.
Irmo calls him with a top pair. Let's see if Alan can make this better. 3 on the turn.
Wow,
it's a 9.
9 and a 9 only. And it's not
that's a face card right there. Queen comes up, Queen of Hearts on the river. And it looks like Alan is going to be our first player eliminated.
Bit of a punt.
Yeah.
I think.
I would love it if you could just break that hand down for us.
Yeah, let's take a quick look here. So Alan here, he's got about 9 big blinds and he decides to limp in, which I'm not sure about. I guess he's thinking that, you know, like, no one has busted this final table yet, right? So he just kind of like wants to play like pot control-ish, which is okay. I mean, I think just the raise is better. And they all fold. The short stacks, they fold. And then Irmo with the 8 Jack gets a free pass in the big blind. He sees the flop. And on the flop, it's Jack 10-4, 2 spades. Ormo checks his top pair, and Alan just shoves all in, which I don't get. It's kind of misleading what he's doing here. So pre-flop, he was saying that I want to play a smaller pot.
Yeah.
And then on the flop, there's 2 overcards and a flush draw, and he just decides to go all in. I guess maybe a 10 folds. But you know, if you have a strong hand like aces or 2 pair or set, would you really go all in here? And I don't think a jack is gonna fold, and which Ormo doesn't, and he calls. And yeah, and then Mr. Shine, kind of a punty play there, which I'm pretty shocked by.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. We've seen him with some much better plays earlier on. He was one of the players that's done really well in this year's World Series of Poker. But
yeah, critical mistake, 9-handed at this final table.
He must be kicking himself after that hand.
I think so, yeah. And like I was saying, you know, he tried to keep the pot small in the, you know, pre-flop, and then just goes against that thinking on the flop and just goes all in on a 10-jack board, you know. So it's yeah.
It's like he's playing 2 completely different hands there. And
yeah, maybe a little bit of brain fart. I mean, it happens to the best of us for sure, you know. So
well, after like 40 minutes of all-in fold everywhere, maybe that got the best of him.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, we should mention that they've been playing all day, probably 13, 14 hours going in. They were playing 6-handed, and now it's 9-handed. No one's busted yet. There's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of adrenaline rush. You know what I mean? So
sure.
It's understandable to make a mistake like that. Well, maybe not like a mistake like that, but to make a mistake.
Yeah. Well, we'll probably see him more in the future. He's been doing really well, again, playing a lot of these tournaments.
Yeah, in pokers, you know, it's about learning your mistakes. You know, so figure out what you did wrong, and then, you know, make sure you don't repeat the same mistake.
Yeah. All right, well, now we're 8-handed, getting closer to that 6-handed that we started out the tournament as. We have Nikita under the gun here with Queen 10. By the way, I want to just point this out. Ludovic right now is actually sitting out.
Wait, what's going on?
Yeah, so
is this some strategical play where... No, it can't be, because he's still getting anteed out.
Right, yeah, so maybe it was just a disconnection?
Disconnection is,
it
I
could
would
be.
think, right? Yeah.
It's either that or like something really drastic happened, right?
Yeah, like some...
It's like he heard a scream in the other
something.
room.
yeah, maybe something, yeah.
He doesn't want to use up his his chess clock, so.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, moving on, he is back. He wasn't sitting out for that long.
Back for the big blind, which is important.
Ormo here with the 9-deuce and the cutoff. He is by far the big stack. And
wow, look at this.
in.
Look at this.
Wow, yeah.
Look at this guy. 9-deuce off.
Well, picks up some more chips for himself.
I mean,
bullying.
he is he's
Do you like the way that Ormo's been playing?
I do and I don't. He's real. It's a tad too aggressive. I understand what he's thinking, you know, but I think this might bite him in the head if he just keeps this up.
Yeah. Well, he folds that time. Hunwei Lee saying, please one time with the King 10, going all in with that. Small blind has Ace Jack, and big blind Makita with Jacks.
Yeah, Makita's this is gonna go call, I think. It should. Only 6 blinds for Ludovic to call Ace Jack. He's got a call here. Happy call for Makita. And let's see if Makita holds.
All right, Ludovic is pushing. Makita. I mean, he's got to, right? This is really picking up, by the way, now that someone's finally eliminated.
Yeah, Makita. Oh wow, Makita folds.
Wow. And then he's going to see these hands. When you see these hands as Makita, are you kicking yourself?
Yeah, for sure, of course.
2, 8, 6, 3 on the turn, and the river comes.
That's an ace.
Is that an ace? He's not kicking himself anymore, is he?
He was just, why did I fold to? Nice fold. It's like this. Why did I fold to? Good fold, good fold. Just pats himself on the back.
All right. Hunwei Lee gets eliminated in 8th place. He picks up about $60,000 for that. Congrats to him.
Yeah, he won the PLO event, you were saying, right? A couple weeks ago? So another strong showing by him.
Yeah. Great job this year. Ravid. He's here with his VPIP of 6 and a pair of 8s pushing all
4
in.
big blind shove. I don't think Makita can get away here, can he?
Small blind with 5s.
I mean, he is the most experienced player here. I'm very curious on what he does here. It's 4 big blind shove. Yeah, he's going with it. Yeah.
All right, 5s versus 8s. It's not what you want to see. Flop comes 2, 10, 3.
Couple backdoor draws, spade.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this! Opening the straight flush draw.
Yeah.
But a spade is no good. Ravid's got the 8 of spades.
Well, that's a spade right there. So looks like Ravid is going to double himself up here, and that makes Makita the tiniest stack that you can even imagine. I mean, that's less than 2 big blinds.
Yeah.
That is not looking too hot for Makita.
But chip and a chair, that's what they say, right? That's all you need. Chip and a chair.
Right, Remo gonna raise it up with King 8. I'm Ravid with King Jack. Folds.
Yeah, really ramping the pressure on here, Urmo. But as a chip leader, a lot of shorter stacks behind, they don't want to bust, so understandable open.
Vic. King Queen. Pushes all in. Makita folds. Spread here with 9s. Folds as well. I'm not gonna fold. As such a small stack that Makita, oh well, I was gonna ask like where you shove your chips because it has to be really soon, but now that I see that he has ace queen.
Yeah, this would be a shove.
Right, pushes all in. Ace 7 here in the small blind.
Yeah, we're gonna see a call from here, I think.
He's thinking about it a little bit. Urmo is behind him, the chip leader, and he actually folds. Urmo gonna call with 9-4. 9-4 against ace queen. Let's see it. 3, 2, 6. Another 3 on the turn. 5 and 9 or a 4 here.
There's a 4.
Oh, the 4 on the river. And Urmo going to take that one down. And Makita, unfortunately, going to be eliminated.
Yeah, he's run pretty bad in this final table.
Yeah, the chip leader, and then he gets 7th place.
Yeah, that's what happens sometimes. We were saying in the beginning of the show, you know, he was a chip leader, but he only had 30 big blinds. So if he took a couple bad beats, couldn't get things going, he's going to be out early.
Well, he took more than a couple, unfortunately. Here, Shingus just shoves all in with Jack 10. Queens from Ravid actually calls him King 3 deuce, King on the turn. And he has nothing left that he can get. Shingus going to be eliminated as well. It's crazy that we had that long with no one, and now it's just people dropping like flies. Shingus, another final table and another near miss. All right, looking at this now, I mean, Ravid is not the short stack anymore. It's right in the middle. 5-6 on the button for Remo.
He's really ramping up the aggression
Wow.
here.
Do you like? I mean, he is the chip leader. Do you like this type of move from the button with 5-6?
It is aggressive. I mean, it's been working out for him, right? So
It has.
But like I was saying, he's gonna get his hand caught in the cookie jar once they find the hand to call with. I just don't think I'm all for aggressive plays, but I don't think you have to go down to 5-6 off. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, here he does the min raise with Jack deuce, and Ravid behind him with Jack's gonna re-raise, take that one down. All right, under the gun with 6-10. Okay, we're starting to find his range.
Yeah.
He folds 6-10 under the gun. Yeah. Ludovic here with Jack 5 gonna fold. Small blind, 7-6.
5 big blinds here to a covering stack. I think it might just be a fold. Could call it fold, I guess.
Taking his
I
time.
definitely don't like shoving.
Well, he's been the tightest out of everyone left here. Maybe he's considering, but no, does end up folding as you suggest. We're just gonna pick that up with his 9-queen in the big blind. Ravid with the ace-queen, starting to get some hands here.
Yep. Patience paying off for him.
Does the min raise. Ludovic, fold. Evan has 5s here on the button. Folds as well.
Yeah, that might have been a 5 big blinds.
Would you have preferred for him to shove in there or something?
Yeah, because he is the shorter stack, right? So he's got a, but, you know, it's a close spot, I guess, yeah.
Well, when he sees these hands, he might be happy about it.
Yeah.
9s get pushed all in from Chris. Ravid thinking about it. Chris doesn't quite have him covered.
It's about a 12 big blind shove. Shoving from a small blind though. Oh wow, it's a.
Was that a good fold? Was that a bad fold?
I would have just called there. I mean, fuck it. You gotta just play for the win sometimes, right? You just.
Oh, totally.
But yeah, I mean, you know.
Well, it seems he is the least experienced at the table.
Yeah,
so maybe
yeah.
That plays part of it.
Right. I think you know, you gotta embrace some flips sometimes. You know, it's yeah, you know, sometimes you'll be flipping, but
you have to be lucky to win. We were talking about this before.
For sure. Yeah.
Irmo continuing to throw around his chips. Here on the button, Jack 5.
Yeah, he's gonna get action here if he shoves here. Oh wow.
King Queen suited right behind in the small blind. Folds.
Yeah, so I guess yeah, Ravid's strategy is he's just gonna look for good spots. He's not gonna risk his chips. If he's risking his chips, he's gonna be all in. You know, as the aggressor.
Okay.
You know, taking that fold equity as well. I don't think. Yeah, he's with this King Queen of Diamonds fold against Irmo, who's been very aggressive, and his Ace Queen off fold. It's telling me that he doesn't want to call off here. Yeah, he doesn't want to call off.
Is that just so that he gets his chips in exactly where he wants them, or is he like waiting for instance, Previn to just fall off with this tiny stack?
Yeah, I mean, I guess Previn's you know, smaller stack, but Ormo's been very aggressive. Maybe the other players don't know.
Well, here he's got the goods. The aces, he raises it up. Everyone folds around.
I mean, it's so shallow that I think you got to take some spots. You know, it's not like. Yeah, but we'll see. Let's see how it plays out.
Previn with Queen Jack on the button. Pushes in with his tiny stack. It's called by 9 Jack.
Yep.
Okay.
And
9 Jack 4.
Wow, Ormo is running hot.
Oh my God, 6
Hot.
on the turn. He needs a queen.
And a queen only.
And a queen!
Wow.
Irmo right now just punched his keyboard. He can't believe that he didn't win that one.
Not only Irmo, everyone else at the table. Chris, Ravid, and Ludovic. They all slammed the table. Missed out on the pay jump with that queen on the river.
Oh, that was wild. Previn knew too when he saw that flop. He's like, I'm out of here.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
All right, pushes all in with ace 8. He's got that second breath of life now.
Yeah.
Time to get some action going. Under the gun now, ace 9.
Time to spin it up.
Keep it going.
I mean, look, this big blind Ludovic has 10 big, he has about 14 big blinds. Yeah, it's pretty shallow. This is gonna be a shove fest.
Folds around. Previn. He's really climbing right up that ladder, isn't he? queen for Irmo.
Yeah, I think he's just gonna ship it. Chip leader, 10 big blinds. Why not? Let's go.
Big folds. Everyone folds around. Irmo with the king 8 here under the gun.
Yeah, you might shove here again.
Yeah, why not? I just love watching him play every single hand. Ace 6 though.
I mean, Irmo's definitely been aggressive, but it also shows the, how to play a deep stack and how to put pressure on, especially in these ICM situations.
Everyone's trying to play correctly, so he just throws that wrench
Yeah,
in the mix.
Rabbit's folding king queen to his aggression.
Ludovic here with ace 7.
Yeah, he's got to make a stand here, I think.
It's kind of funny, everyone's got such close stack sizes except for Irmo. He does do that raise. Irmo with the queen 6, folds. Ravid with queen jack.
He's got to continue here. Wow.
And he folds. Is Ravid playing too tightly?
I think so. I mean, I think he's trying to, I think his strategy, like I was saying, is he just wants to conserve his chips and use them for when he's just shoving, not calling off. He doesn't want to play defensive, I don't think. Yeah, I can't believe he folded king, queen jack there, but.
Yeah, we've seen some really interesting folds from him.
Yeah.
He's maybe the most patient man in the room. Here with 10s, gonna raise it up.
That's so funny, Irmo just raises with the 10s.
No shove that time.
Yeah, I think actually this hand, I think he should have shoved that hand because you don't want like 2 overcards to call from the big blind's point of view.
That was his first pair in a bit, and he's trying to trap him.
Yeah, and he's shoving king 3, yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, I guess his stack is actually getting that big, isn't it?
No, these like I was saying, these blinds and annies add up, especially when the tournament structure is like this and the stack distribution.
He's got 3 to 4 times stacks of these guys right now.
Yeah.
Jack 9 here, suited for Ludovic.
Into the chip leader too, though. We'll see what he does. He does like to shove.
And everyone folds, gonna give it to him. Right. Deuce, 8, fold, fold. Irmo pushes it all in with 8-6. Ravid, I mean, he's been folding everything when people
he can't
make
fold
a move
this,
at
can
him.
he?
Can he? I believe in him. Ravid, I think you can fold this hand too.
I mean, you gotta make a stand sometimes.
Really thinking hard on it.
Maybe he folds. I mean,
he's really thinking on it. Irmo right now. He's got his fingers crossed. Fold that, Ravid. If you're thinking this long, you know.
what a sweat for Irmo, right? Just fold, fold,
Yeah.
fold.
It's like, what could he be ahead against? Right now, he's hoping that Ravid has 5s or something, right? Like.
Yeah, he finally calls.
He does call. All right. Getting some action now. Queen 7-2. Hits that 7-3 on the turn. Needs an 8. Irmo, if he's going to knock him out. That does not look like an 8.
No, it's not. It's a 7.
Another 7. So Ravid going to go ahead and double up. And Irmo getting caught, like you said, with his hand in the cookie jar.
I think his shove is fine from Irmo. It's just, Rabbit just can't be folding an ace there.
Oh, does Irmo shove? He does! He shoves 5-8!
Wow.
Is that good? Is he on tilt? What's going on? Explain this move to me.
He's just thinking he covers. I think he's just saying, I don't think you guys are going to call. You know what I mean?
Damn. Get me to a final table. I'm learning so much.
Yeah. And it's also a lot of times it's not even that they make big folds, but it's just they get dealt hands they can't call anyways.
Yeah.
Right? There's so much junk hands that you get dealt.
7-8 suited. I mean, he just made Queen 10 fold.
Yeah. I mean, 7-8 makes sense. 7-8 a diamond suited hand, but 5-8 off.
Under the gun, King 2 suited. Yeah.
He's gonna be met with a call by Chris.
Chris with the ace queen, same suits. Not looking so good for Irmo. I'm feeling a deuce though. 9-8-6. Deuce on the turn. There it is.
Wow.
Irmo.
Wow. Oh, wow. Ace.
Ace on the river.
These players they must be getting such rush right now. Suck out deuce, suck out ace.
Yeah.
I'm getting pumped from the studio here.
Just craziness. And now Irmo, I mean, he's not looking as good as he once was, man. He was up to almost 9 million chips.
Yeah.
Chris right next to him.
Let's see if he can adjust his strategy now. He's still the chip leader, but not by much. Let's see if he can play some different gears. The tournament in general is just so dynamic. You got to be able to play early game, the late game, the middle game. The 70 big blind stack, 30 big blind stack, 10 big blind stack. It's constantly changing. So adjusting is very important as a tournament player.
Well, Irmo definitely knows how to play those big stacks, I guess. Jack, Queen against 7 King, all in here. 4, 4, 10, 2, and a diamond on the river. So that's going to make a flush. Not that there was any pair here for Irmo, but Irmo doubling up yet another player. And he is no longer the big stack. Chris takes that over. One of the biggest winners ever in online tournament poker.
Or my shove here, yeah. I mean, this is a reasonable spot. Yeah, and Ludwig's not folding here.
Yeah, he's got that ace 8 of diamonds. Let's see what this flop brings us. 2 Jack 7.
Wow, and just like that.
10 on the turn. Oh my God, he needs an 8, he needs a 9. And it's a 6. Ludovic going to go out. Irmo.
Roller coaster, roller coaster.
Oh, Irmo is the one making this a final table, I tell you. And it looks like 5th place for Ludovic, going to be $156,000.
Yep.
Quite a nice chunk of change. All right. We're down to 4 right now, right? If you have to just look at it right here, right now, how everyone's playing, who takes it from here?
I think Chris Moorman, I like his chances here. He's by far the most experienced player at this table. And he's just going to be patient, I think, when and Irmo is just playing with fire. I'm not even saying that he's making these bad shoves, but it's just very high variance. I think he's taking too many spots. I mean, this spot was okay against Ravid. I mean, Ravid's folding ace queen to him, so you know.
Yeah. Well, I love looking at the stats that we have on screen, right? 52% beat the.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild.
He's turning it on.
Shoving.
Quite a change of pace from nine-handed play, though, right?
Yeah. Wow,
After
6 max is way better.
yeah. After the one person got knocked out, Allen got knocked out in 9th place, and then just cascaded down, and then Irmo was just putting on the heat.
And look at Chris, how tight he's playing right now.
No, I think I really like his strategy.
Yeah.
He's picking spots.
He's just waiting. He knows Irmo is going to bleed into him eventually, right? Mm-hmm. Right, Previn shoves all in here with ace 3. A call with a king 8.
Oh.
King, jack, ace. Top pair versus second pair right now. Deuce on the turn.
Let's see if Irmo gets it. He doesn't.
He does not indeed. Previn going to be doubled up. Irmo. He steals from the rich and the poor and then gives to the poor. That's He is really redistributing everything around the board right now.
You know, I'm gonna make a prediction. Irma's gonna go all in here.
Oh yeah. Well, ace-5 against ace-7. Is Ravid gonna call?
I mean, this is just a snap call. I don't know what he. Okay, he calls. Yeah.
He does indeed. Yeah. All right, ace-5, ace-7.
Ace.
Ace 8-6.
With 2 low cards.
10. Oh, he needs a 5.
Oh, it's
and
a queen.
That is a face card right there.
So it should be a chop though.
Yeah. Aces 10, Jack 8.
Yep.
Prebin for some reason flips over a 10. Okay. Well, Irmo not getting caught after all.
We haven't seen that many uses of Dan Negreanu emoticons this final table.
That's true.
Yeah, last week, you remember, everyone was just using the Dan Negreanu emoticons, and
they were
pretty funny.
Spamming those, especially when Dan Negreanu was being knocked out.
Yeah, that was so funny. Everyone's saying the goodbye.
We need some Irmo emotes, man. Just the all-in shove.
Yeah, easy all-in by Prebin with the ace.
Folds all around. Doesn't even need to put his whole stack in there.
Oh, we'll see what Irma does here. He's all in. He's all in.
No problem.
Oh man.
Well, he's really built his stack back
Don't
up,
do it,
right?
Irma.
It's almost
Oh, he
as big
does.
as it was.
He lays down the 8-4.
Being a little bit more careful that time. Let's get the 7-5.
Don't do it, Irma. No, he doesn't.
Prebin here with ace queen. I mean,
Yeah, it's a call.
if your opponent's going all in every hand almost.
That's so funny.
2 ace, not
Throwing
looking
that.
so good. 7.
Oh man, this guy's so funny.
Can he hit? 2. All right, gonna double up Prebin here once again. That's all right. I believe in Irmo.
Yeah. You see, looks like he's a Chad favorite too. How can he be not, right?
No, really. He's making this like actually a lot of fun. All right, a raise from Prebin. Queen 9 against the Queen 4 from Irmo. Irmo gonna fold that.
Okay.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that was a good fold. Prebin with the 3-10. Is he gonna take Irmo's place is the big question, I think. All right, holds around. Ace-7 here for Ravid. He's thinking long and hard. Ends up calling 3-7 king. So bottom pair here for Prebin, mid pair for Ravid.
I think Prebin should put a small bet out here. No reason to go big. His hand needs some protection, a lot of protection actually.
And Ravid just gonna push it all in there with that mid pair.
Yeah.
8 on the turn, needs a 10, needs a 3. And that is an ace. Ravid gonna double up once again.
Rabbit showing again that he doesn't want to call off. He just wants to be aggressor. You know, if he decides that he wants to go with it, he wants to be the one pushing the action.
Yeah.
He just shoves all in.
Well, I guess it's worked out for him because he did start the short stack, right?
It's a way short stack. I think he had like 3 big blinds or something.
Yeah,
right?
when we first
4 or
started
5.
at
Yeah,
5.
yeah. Right.
And now here he is, top 4.
Yeah.
I mean, he's climbed up.
He's got about 100K locked up.
Ravid gonna push here with the ace-jack. He's gonna fold. Look at how few hands Chris is playing.
Yeah, Chris has been very, very tight. But it's not like he's overfolding, you know, like he called ace queen of hearts against Ormo's shove. I think he's just biding his time. And also he hasn't been getting the cards in the right spots. And Ormo has a direct position on him, so there's not much, he needs something to battle, you know?
Look at this. On the button, Preben raises it up with queen 10.
Yep.
Small blind queen jack with the re-raise here from Chris. Preben has to fold.
Oh, I hope Ormo doesn't shove here.
Well, that would not be good for him if he does, that's for sure.
But no, Preben, yep. And Ravid, let's see what he does here. Go shove.
This is the type of hand he's waiting for.
Yep.
Does shove it in.
Should be a fold.
You know, I feel like we're seeing, it's like even more just all-ins than the short deck tournament.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, right.
Which is, that was where I thought we'd see like really, I thought it would look more like this, and this would look more, you know.
Yeah, this is what happens in these kind of structures, shallow stacks.
Nine deuce board here. Queen 8 against king 4.
We see a rare flop.
Yeah. King on the turn. Turn is really where all the magic's made on this tournament. Ravid with that top pair. Ooh, queen on the river.
Yeah, then the check on the turn is gonna earn him a bet. By either bet call, or if he checks, I assume Preben will bet. Yeah, it just calls.
And Preben gonna get the bad news. Ravid gonna take that one. And this actually makes Ravid now the chip leader.
Wow. Short stack to chip leader.
Quite impressive.
Yeah, for sure.
Has to be feeling good about himself now. King 4 here on the button for Preben. Just folds around for Urmo. He's going to shove with that anyways, I'm sure.
Yeah. Stacks are evening out now, I think. That's why I think we're seeing a little slow in the action, which makes sense.
Yeah, they're all actually quite close at this point.
Yeah.
Chris, the short stack with the jack's going to raise it up on the button. Ravid, big blind with king 6. Queen 3 8.
And Chris can check or bet something small here.
Does bet out. Ravid.
He should fold this. Not much going on.
Well, I mean, with some of the hands that we saw him folding before.
Could raise small if he wants, but no, it'll be too. Yeah, I'll just fold. Yeah.
Chris folds that garbage holding and goes around. Ravid in the small blind with queen 10 suited. Just completes. 8-4 for Preben.
I think Preben can raise here or check it back.
Just checks. Flop comes 7-5-3. So we do have that inside straight draw here for Preben.
Yeah, good board texture for Preben, his hand, and I guess his range. Checking back. I would like to see him stab here. Yeah, I like the bet.
Yeah, the queen 10 for Ravid. Let's see what he does. Just folds.
Not much he can do there. Queen 10 of diamonds. So pre-flop, but when you see that flop, it's just...
A couple folds. Small blind, queen 2. Folds it around. Chris gonna pick up the blinds there. Limits going up, all right. Ravid with the king jack suited.
Oh, look at this.
Ooh.
Chris's patience is paying him off.
Has those queens in the small blind, just pushes it all in. How does Robin play this?
I would say he folds.
Yeah?
He's been doing a lot of folding. But in all seriousness,
would you have folded that?
No, Chris has been, I think that's a more reasonable fold. Like the ace queen, when he folded ace queen to Urmo shove earlier, I thought that was a call, but Chris has been pretty tight, I guess, pretty selective. That's more of a reasonable fold, I guess, but
Sure.
I'm not sure though. I think, yeah, it's four-handed, they're not that deep. I think I'll call there, but you know.
Well, look at this. In the small blind, Urmo just completes with 10s against the big blind Robin with 4 deuce. And the flop comes 7-4-2.
Urmo is going for the trap, but he's getting,
Re-raise here from Robin.
yeah. And Urmo's just, he has to just ship it in, I think. Too many turn cards that,
That is a painful one.
yeah. Urmo knows how tight Rabbit's been, but he's got to go with it.
Pushes all in. Robin has him covered, and Urmo,
Yeah.
his life on the line. He needs a 7 or a 10. A 9 comes on the turn. 7, 10, 9.
Can he get it?
Oh, it's a queen, and that's it for Urmo. He was our chip leader for quite some time. Really made a lot of action at the table.
That's funny. I thought he was going to go out in an aggressive way, but
Yeah.
that's pretty ironic that he gets out when he was setting the trap and just completes with the 10s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he tried to mix it up. He should have just kept to his strategy, right? If you all in there with the 10s.
Yeah, sure.
Does the 4-2 call?
Right, no, he doesn't.
Never in a million years, right?
But
Right.
he gets rewarded with the $200,000 score.
Three-handed now. Our chip leader, Ravid, followed by Chris, followed by Previn. All right, Ravid here. King 5 suited in the small blind. Raises it up. Jack 8 with the same suits here for Previn in the big blind.
Suited Jack, he's gonna call.
5, 3, 10. All diamonds. Check from Ravid. Ravid, of course, does have that mid pair. Check from Previn.
Yep, Previn has absolutely nothing.
3 on the turn.
Checks back. And then easy fold by Previn.
Ace 4 in the small blind.
Yeah, about 10 big blinds-ish. Should be an easy all-in.
Chris throws that away immediately. 3 folded, 3 ace. In the small blind. And just pushes all in now. Ace 6 in the big blind. He is the chip leader. Is this something you really consider calling?
Yeah, I mean, an ace is any ace is really strong, blind versus blind. Doesn't surprise me that Rabbit folds, but yeah.
It doesn't surprise you based on how he's been playing, or
Right.
it doesn't surprise you for other reasons?
Based on how he's been playing. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. Chris raised that up with ace 8, folds around to him. Seven, 10. Gonna raise it up here, Robin. Oh, starting to play some more hands maybe.
Yep, he's a chip leader, so he's opening up a little bit, it looks like.
Yeah, not really Urmo style, but yeah, putting something out there.
Previn should be all in here. Suited king, 10-ish big blinds, 12 big blinds.
Oh, just the min raise.
Yeah, or that's on, yeah.
Robin with 7-5 in the big blind. Calls it. 3-9 queen. Neither player really hitting anything here. Check from Ravid. Prebin. That's out.
Takes
Ravid
down.
gonna fold.
Yep.
All right, Chris on the button here. Ace-8. Does the min raise. Queen Jack in the small blind for Ravid. Fold. Probably gonna fold as well.
Yep.
Playing it a little bit safe. Ravid here, 2-5.
Yeah, three-handed, a lot on the line. Definitely makes sense to pump the brakes a little bit and rethink your strategy, reposition yourself.
Prebin shoves all in from the small blind with ace-6 suited.
Yeah.
Gonna take that. Queen X, fold it away. Oh no.
Oh wow.
All right, ace is here for Ravid in the small blind. Just calls.
That's the trap. This gotta be an all-in, or at least a raise, I think. Offsuit ace, yeah.
Yeah, pushes it, and Ravid calls.
Yep.
Is poker easy? We're gonna see. A 7 on the flop, needs another 7. 10 on the turn.
Meaningless 10, 7 and 7 only.
Oh, and a 3, and that means Prebin is out of here. And Ravid going to be a reasonably big chip leader here with 11 million. And that is a huge amount of money won by Prebin. Look at that, almost $300,000.
Yeah, he's had a good showing. I really liked a lot of the hands that he played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well now it's heads up.
Heads up for all the money,
Yeah.
all the glory, and the bracelet.
And, you know, Chris is really, I feel like out of everyone at this table, he and Nikita, who you kind of call them both as your favorites going into this, I do feel like from what I saw, my understanding, that they both played really good poker here.
Yeah.
Like, Chris has been so patient watching people drop out.
Yeah.
Now, that being said, Ravid has a fair amount more chips. Who are you taking right now? Like, who should be favored here? Is it just the chip count too big?
It's the thing is, if Chris doubles up though, the spots switch. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna actually take Chris here. Yeah, he's the more experienced one. I'm not sure how much heads up Ravid has played. I know Chris played plenty. With a lot on the line.
Sure.
But like you said, it's a 2-to-1 deficit. It is kind of big, but yeah, we'll see.
Oh, look at this. A little bit of an action board there. Open-ended straight draw here for Chris, and mid-pair for Ravid. Turn is 8. Opens up a straight draw for Ravid.
Yeah, I think Chris could bet small. I like a bet. I would like to see Chris bet here. Get him a little protection, a little value. He should never get raised, I don't think. So yeah, I like the bet. And Ravid has to call with his third pair and straight draw.
King on the river.
Yeah, when you're playing heads-up poker, you know, you're not gonna have these premium hands. You know what I mean? You're not gonna always have the ace-queen suited. You know, the top 2 pair. You know, you gotta make your stand with the bottom pair sometimes, and then so.
Yeah. Well, he bets out here.
Chris puts out a little block bet with the 8. Trying to get value from exactly what Ravid has, the kind of hands that Ravid has. I think I like a check better, but...
Okay. I wonder, by the way, when I see a raise that looks like that, where it's just like this almost random number, is he just trying to make a rainbow stack of chips? Is he trying to make the stack look taller? Is there any thought process
no,
behind?
So actually the GGPoker, they have
it's the
the feature with the, exactly,
Gotcha,
So,
okay.
and the players also have the option of having their stacks shown in big blinds. Yeah. So instead of having these numbers, if you have it in terms of big blinds, it makes it easier. Yeah. So you have like bet a third pot, bet a quarter pot, whatever, bet 75% pot. Yeah.
So when I'm typing in like fancy things like 99999,
yeah, I think
no one's really seeing it because they're all playing on big
exactly.
blinds.
Yeah.
I waste so much of my own time
for your own amusement, right? So you get that out of it, though, right?
I thought I was doing a great mind game there, but it turns out no. All 8.
Looks like chips are evening up here.
Yeah, very close.
Yeah, this is anyone's game. Chris is catching up to Rabbit's chip stack.
So a little min-raise there with the 7-5.
Yep.
King deuce here for Ravid with the re-raise. And Chris gonna fold.
I actually like the re-raise. Well done.
Ravid feels like he's kind of opening up a little bit.
Yeah, as he should. Heads up. He's got nothing to lose, right? He's basically free rolling. He came into the final table as the shortest chip stack.
Yeah, you really don't expect that much,
Yeah,
right?
now he's,
especially with names like this at the table.
Yeah, for sure. And he was the least experienced player, right?
That's right, yeah. He had won the least money coming in. Gonna take down another pot here. 9-Jack here on the button for Chris.
Yeah, 2 decent hands for both players.
King Queen suited. Just gonna shove it.
Yep.
Win it right there. King 9. Raising it up, no. And then just fold. How much of this right now is about feel versus strategy?
I think both players should have enough info on each other by now. At least like some info, you know, like I'm sure they have different reads on each other. So we're gonna see that play into an effect, I guess. But at the same time, I know I keep saying this, but it's a very shallow final table right here, right? So they both have about 20 big blinds-ish. So, you know, there are a lot of times where you just kind of have to go with your hand. So it doesn't even matter what kind of reach you have. You know, it's like,
okay.
Yeah, you can't be like, oh, I don't think he's bluffing here. But it's like, you know, so much in the pot with the antes, you just gotta kind of go with it. Yeah.
Got you. Just kind of going back and forth right now.
Yeah.
Ace deuce.
But there is still, you know, there is for sure some skill. There's definitely skill to play these stacks. Just the variance and the luck factor is higher, I think. Yeah.
Are they going to take that one down? 6-4. It's King 10. Calls. Just a check. Ace 9-8. Player's kind of missing. Turn brings a 5. That gives an inside straight draw here to Chris.
Chris flopping nothing, decides to check, and might see a bet on the turn. Turning equity, 6i, makes sense to bet.
Absolutely. he does beat 2 possible hands, so I mean, why not? And a fold from Ravid, who really didn't have anything.
Yeah, he gets a better hand to fold, and Ravid can't do much there.
King 6 here for Ravid. Gonna raise it up at Ace Queen for Chris.
Yep, this is gonna be an all-in. Or at least some kind of 3-bet. Yep.
Yeah, pushes it all in.
Yeah, this should be a fold.
It's a time bank just for a second there. Gives it up. 7-4 suited. Just completes. King 3 suited here for Ravid.
I think checks here, yep.
King and 3 on that flop along with a queen. Chris not hitting so much though.
Yeah, Chris is gonna bet here. It's a good flop for him for his range. Shouldn't hit that much of the big blinds, but gets unlucky here.
Yeah, 6 there on the turn. It does open up an inside straight draw for Chris.
Yeah, Chris is gonna for sure barrel here. He turns the equity with a straight draw. Yeah, he's gonna bet big.
Flush draw and 2 pairs for Ravid.
Yeah, unfortunately for Chris, Ravid just loving this. No reason to raise, just call.
Does so.
Yeah,
Queen
that's a
there on
bad
the
card
river.
for Chris to bluff, to tell a story, because Ravid's just gonna have so many Queen X hands that he's gonna call. And he's gotta just check down the 7 high. And
Wow.
he's lucky that the queen came actually. That saved him from bluffing.
Well, Ravid picks that up and once again gets up to 11 million chips.
Yeah, it was a big pot for him. Chris was kind of climbing up towards him, and then after that hand, Ravid takes the 2-1 lead again.
Ravid here with ace-2. Pushes it all in.
Yep.
Jack-2 has to fold. Ooh, kings for Chris.
Oh wow, much needed kings. Decides to lay the trap.
Ravid with queen-2. Checks. Oh my God. Queen, king, queen here, flopping the boat.
Looks like Chris will get his double up
Yeah.
from this cooler flop.
That's out. I mean, Ravid with a queen here has to be feeling good, right?
Yeah, we'll see if he calls or raises. Yeah, I like the raise. Wow.
Oh, the deuce on the
Is this a real hand at the final table?
This is a
full house
real
over a
hand
full
right here.
house?
Oh, Ravid.
I mean, each players are just so ecstatic right now.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for Ravid, he's he only has
It's
one
not
out.
looking as good for him, is it?
Yeah. He's not even thinking how he can lose his hand. He's just
No.
thinking like, please, Chris, have something.
Yeah. Ace there on the river. Now, is Ravid thinking about how to get paid right now, or?
Yeah, he's thinking.
Ouch.
Wow, it's a very
Well,
interesting hand.
That was a very interesting hand, and I feel like we should actually look a little bit closer at that one. Let's pause this action just for a moment.
Yeah, let's do it.
Can you walk us through this?
Yeah, so we'll see Chris here. He's got about 10 big blinds, and he decides to limp in the button, which he's been doing all game, which makes sense. And then, so the hands that Ravid's gonna shove, the ace-5 offs, any ace-x's, they're gonna shove anyways if Chris just limps. And so yeah, he just decides to limp. Ravid checks the flop, checks the pre-flop. And we see this hand, super cooler flop, obviously. Ravid checks, Chris bets. I like Ravid's check raise. Chris should be betting a lot of hands here, any king probably, with hearts draw and stuff. So yeah, Ravid check raises and Chris calls, makes sense. On the turn, both players are obviously ecstatic about it, like I was saying.
Yeah.
Full house, we're full house. Ravid's just thinking, so Chris has about a pot-sized bet left. So I guess he doesn't have to bet here to get all the money in. Chris is thinking the same thing. Ravid checks. Chris is like, all right, well, I guess I'm gonna check here. And he checks. Maybe catch a bluff from like 10-jack or something. River's an ace. Everything gets there. 10-jack, flush. And Ravid's in a spot where, so he wants to get value from something, right? So he has a queen. I guess he's just shoving here to get called by a flush or even a straight. And when he shoves, Chris has an easy call. This is a super, super cooler hand at the final table.
Yeah, that is absolutely rough.
Yeah.
Chris has to be feeling pretty damn good after that.
Yeah.
Well, now he is the chip leader, I believe for the first time at this table. So let's go onwards. I think your bet might turn out to be right. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Look at this craziness already in our next hand. So a flop flush here from Ravid and a straight flush draw. 3,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, that is just madness.
Wow. And Chris turns the pair too.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna be an expensive one for Chris.
Well, unless that 4 of diamonds is gonna come out.
But he's gonna lose at least one bet here. Well, I guess it's only fair, right? Chris got the other end of the cooler.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Previous
true.
hand, so Ravid gets his revenge.
That's out $1 million. Chris going in the tank a bit.
Yeah, nothing he can do but just call, I think. No reason to raise. I guess he's trying to get value. Yeah,
Raises
okay.
all in. Insta call here from Ravid. He's not going to be that happy.
Yeah. He's drawing dead.
Yeah, that's
got one diamond, right?
Yeah, it's just that one out, right? Okay. And that means that Ravid gonna get his chips back and then some.
Yeah.
Up to 13 million chips after that hand. All right, Deuce Jack. Gonna fold. Six, 8 here for Ravid. Complete, 8-4, checks. King, Jack, 5.
Yeah. Rabbit probably just stabs here and takes it down.
And goes as you say. Jack, 6. Against Queen, 6. Just pushes all in. Rabbit gonna fold that Queen, 6.
Yeah, Chris is severely short stacked right now.
6-9 against 5s. Just a fold straight up.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got more than 4 times his chips right now, Rabbit does. King, 7.
That should be an easy all in. An easy fold.
Right. 8-2, gonna fold that. Unfortunate for Chris with the Queen Jack. 6-3. Calls.
Yep.
It's 10-9.
Okay. Getting good odds.
Oh, flops that mid pair. There is, of course, a flush draw here for Rabbit, who has that 9 of diamonds. 2 comes on the turn. $400 out from Rabbit.
Yep. Should find the call. Chris should find the call. But Rabbit has a lot of outs, like the 4 diamonds.
It's that diamond. A check from Rabbit.
And Chris is thinking, does he want to turn his hand into a bluff? I think that's what he's thinking. And he does.
Ooh, 2 million.
Yeah.
Over pot size.
This is an interesting hand, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rabbit going.
So on the
into
turn, Rabbit takes a stab as a bluff, and he gets there on the river and he bluffs. And then Chris now turns his hand into a bluff.
Rabbit
very well played.
folds. Look at
very
that.
well played.
Wow.
Yeah. It's good,
Respect
good
there.
instinct by Chris.
All right, install in here from Rabbit
find
with
the
King
call.
8 and gets called by Queen 10.
Yep.
This could be it. 2 ace.
Oh,
5.
King Eye is good.
6, looking for Queen, looking for a 10. And it's an ace, and that means Rabbit has ended up winning this tournament.
Wow.
And the bracelet, and $543,000 are short stack.
Wow.
Comes through and ends up winning at the end of the day. He was the least experienced and the short stack with only 5 big blinds to start that table. The table was complete madness, suckouts everywhere, all-ins all the time, just constantly. And he ends up taking it down.
I love this kind of action. You know, I'm so sick of like all these name pros taking it down every time. It's like, oh, Steven Chidwick wins this. Oh, Makita wins this. You know, I like the story of the short stack at the final table, the unknown player, least experienced player, winning the title, the money, the bracelet. Yeah, I'm all for that.
Well, this is what poker really is all about. This is why everyone plays.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's how I got into. You know, it's
Yeah.
you know, you see, you know, that's how you do it.
Absolutely. Well, let's take a look at how this actually went down at the end of the day. The prize structure, who ended up winning. All that. All right, we have Ravid with his $543,000 and the bracelet, taking it down all the way down to Alan Shine, who took home $45,000. Some really great players on this table, though, I gotta say. Really liked Makita's play, really liked Chris's play.
Yeah, really like the Prebin's play as well.
And you know what? Irmo made it fun.
Oh, he did. Yeah, he was a wild card, wasn't he?
Yeah, he really was. He was.
He made it exciting.
Yeah, he was. I think actually the second least experienced player actually next to Robert, only winning like 50K before this.
Yeah, he was fearless.
That was a huge cash for him. Now, the World Series of Poker is not done yet. Look at how many tournaments we have coming up in the next week. 4 tournaments on the 16th, 3 on the 17th, and guess what is starting? The main event qualifiers, the flights. They're beginning. Are you excited?
I'm excited. I'll definitely be in there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
5,000 buy-in, 25 million guaranteed.
Oh.
Yeah.
If you end up winning the main event this year, you gotta buy me dinner.
You got it, buddy.
All right. Well, our next show, next week, guys, we will be back, and I think it's gonna look a lot different. This is gonna be event number 65, the $600 No Limit Hold'em Deep Stack Championship. It'll be the same time next week, and it's deep stack, right? So we're not gonna just see all in every hand.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there should be a lot more room to play at the final table, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
All right. Well, guys, that's going to be absolutely amazing. I mean, once again, congrats to Ravid for winning. That was a huge victory for him. Make sure that you guys follow the channel, follow all the social media here for GGPoker. This has been a great show so far. It's getting better and better. I hope that you guys are enjoying, and make sure that you tune in next week, where we'll be back with that Deep Stack Championship.